Hi one and all. So my good friend Ben at truckblog.co.uk contacted me recently and asked me if I'd do a review for him on behalf of QD UK. He's asked me to review a brand new sat-nav that's coming out. It is the TomTom Go Professional 6250, which is this one. So I'm now off for a month, so I'm going to road trial that baby and see how it gets on. For those that don't know me, this is more my kind of navigation, these sort of things. Old school perhaps, that's just the way I've always sort of done it. I do have a sat-nav, it's 10 years old, I can put one Viewpoint in it, it still thinks Yugoslavia exists, the list goes on. So I've never updated it. It's just been a case of it's there and I kind of use it. So I've not really got any experience of using anything quite like this TomTom. I mean, it's got dedicated truck and coach points of interest, live speed cameras, it can read my messages, my text messages, and you can program it entirely for your truck. From the look of the cover, it's even got ADR, which is great if it will cover tunnel codes and stuff like that for people who are doing that. So basically I'll stop the camera and start it again, because I'll set it up, or I'll get it out of the box and set it up and see. I'll plug in my first route, which will be, I'm in Twickenham at the moment, and the next stop is going to be Berlin. I've not actually been to the Olympic Stadium in Berlin for maybe 4 or 5 years, I can't really remember. So I know roughly where it is, and I'll just see what sort of route it wants to take me on. Yeah, so let's see what it does. Okay, so that's the box open, and according to this I need to download an app there, so I'll get that downloaded. I'll have a quick flick through the instructions. Because I'm a man, I'm obviously not going to pay too much attention to them, of course. So I'll get that app downloaded and then I shall carry on. Right, so I've had a quick flick. I've put in the basics, I believe. It's quite interesting when it pops up. As soon as you put in it's a truck, it will come up with the basic parameters for an articulated vehicle, which is quite handy. The one thing I did notice, because I've put it in English, it's currently on miles an hour, which I prefer to have it in kilometres, but I'm sure I can change that somehow. So I'm just going to try and put in my first destination and see if it will find it then. Which is the Olympia Stadion. So Olympia Stadion, Berlin. Here we are, Olympia Stadium, Berlin. That there, okay. Right, so I presume I'll just press drive and it will come up with a map. Right, there we are, look. 4 metres, 50 miles an hour is good enough. No hazardous. It's quite handy that, I mean, particularly for me, the DKV is very handy because that's what fuel I generally get in Europe, so that's quite nifty, and it lists what they called, hang on a moment, Vida Autohofs. There we are, if it will focus. DKV, Le Routier, that's a park your bus thing, which obviously won't affect me, and a Vida. The one thing I will say, it's, oh no, it's done, so that's fairly quick, I think. I don't know how it will get me across the channel, which it will be Dover-Calais basically. So right, so there's my route. This is all a bit, like I say, all a bit new to me, but that kind of looks about right to me. Going up across. You will arrive at your destination at 7:57 a.m. AM. Right, okay, so yeah. So I shall well, we'll have to see how it goes, really. Right, well I think I've got it figured out. I've got it into kilometres an hour.
I think I know the route. But this is going to have to wait till tomorrow night when I actually set off. So, I mean, first impressions, yeah, easy to use. Even so, I mean, I don't consider myself a technophobe, but I'm not too up on a lot of things like some of the youth of today. But I navigate myself around it quite simply. It's all bright and looks quite jazzy. Something I'm not quite used to again with my old thing. So yeah, I'll have to make a start when I set off tomorrow. So far, so good. I'm impressed.